Hey everyone, it is Tuesday, March 8th. The time right now is 2:50 p.m. and the temperature is around 2 degrees Celsius. And this here is Bloor Street West. And there's a look towards the old bus bays at Islington subway station. There's a bus just rolling out of the station. And a lot of new condos that have sprung up behind it in recent years are just behind the station there. And this would be the intersection of Islington Avenue and Bloor Street coming up. And for this one, I think I'm going to go for a walk around Islington subway station, because I haven't really explored it before in this channel. And then I'll head out of the station and I'll go for a walk east and make my way into the Kingsway neighbourhood. And I'll finish up at Royal York Station, which is one stop to the east of here. There's the 37B Islington TTC bus rolling out. So this is Islington Avenue, and straight ahead there's a orange and white Mississauga My Way bus, and that is the 26 Burnhamthorpe, and that'll be going to South Common Mall. And that is the only Mississauga bus that now stops here at Islington. There used to be a number of them, but last year, when the new bus terminal opened up at Kipling Station, all the Mississauga buses but the 26 Burnhamthorpe migrated to Kipling, Kipling being the terminal stop on the Line 2 of the subway network. And being that it's closer to the city of Mississauga, it's a more logical place for the Mississauga buses to connect. And I think they've closed off these bus bays here. And I think there's a big redevelopment plan for Islington Station. It looks like they want to cram a bunch of towers into the corner here. So I'm just going to put on my mask and head inside the station. There's also an entrance over there on the east side of Islington. I'll see if I can find my way over there on my way out of exploring the station and then walk up to Bloor from there. Let me just put my mask on. And I think those bus bays we were looking at primarily served Mississauga buses. And one thing you'll notice that's rather disappointing is this station is not wheelchair accessible. There's another entrance right there. And there's parking lots all around it. And I think there's a plan in effect to have all of TTC stations wheelchair accessible by 2025. All right, mask is on. Ready to go in and check out the station. I got my Presto card in hand so I can tap in.
Oh, shut up. 'Cause I'm black?
And this station opened in 1968. And it was the western terminus of Line 2 when it opened. So I guess this is where I'll be exiting from. But in 1980, Kipling Station opened, which is one stop to the west of here. So that became the terminal station. And these stairs here will take you up to the car park. And there's a ticket booth over there. And at one point, there were public washrooms here. But those are no more. Let's just head down to the subway platform and take a look there. So that's an eastbound train. Well, sorry. I thought he was recognizing me, but he just asked for some change. You can see the tiles are pretty grimy. And I think the station is in for a massive overhaul, although they will be adding elevator access. And just sprucing it up. Well, there is an escalator. At least it's got that going for it. And on either side of the station, you'll find yourself outside. It's not tunneled from Royal York all the way to Kipling. And it's the 17th busiest station in Toronto's subway network. So there's not a whole lot to it. Well, let's see what the bus area is like. It's kind of sparse, not much seating. I think this is where the washrooms used to be. And at some point in the early 2000s, those disappeared. Two buses. I think there used to be 5 Mississauga transit buses that were serviced by this terminal. These pigeons seem to be finding refuse. But they've blocked off all the bus bays. But the furthest one to the south here, so this is where you'd go catch the Toronto buses. The 110, the 50, and the 37. And if you're taking the Mississauga bus, you don't have the luxury of an indoor spot to wait. You have to go wait outside. You can see they've blocked off the ends of these bus bays. There's where I started recording, just across the street there. Is that blocked off? It is. Gotta love people streaming around a corner on their left. And that's where I came down and entered the station. And I've emerged back outside. So just to the north of here is Islington Village. And I just walked through there on a live stream. And I think I want to be on the south side of the street. So from here, I'm just going to walk east over to Royal York Station. And there's an airport bus to Pearson Airport. But those run from Kingsway Station. So that one must be on its way. Starting to get into service, as I don't think it's in service right now, even though the lights are on. I don't know where it would be coming from. So there you go, that was Islington subway station. I recently did walks through a couple of East End subway stations in Scarborough, in Kennedy and Warden. And I wasn't particularly kind on them, and I think I wouldn't be so kind on Islington as well. If I could sum it up in a word, maybe that word would be dank. But I think the city knows it, and there is a facelift scheduled. It's integrated a little better into its surroundings than Kennedy and Warden are. Oh, there's a training vehicle. Well, these certainly aren't pedestrian-friendly light cycles. I just missed it and end up paying the price by waiting seemingly forever for the next change. And of course, an advanced green. So you can take Islington straight down into the Long Branch area. Or I think that would actually lead you into New Toronto along that stretch of lakeshore. Thank you for 37 amazing years. Does that mean they're closing? Yep. There's been a lot of victims of the pandemic restrictions. Polycultural, immigrant, and community services. There's the glass towers. Usually you'd see those off in the distance. I know exactly where Islington and Bloor is. And they've got a burrito place right next to a Spice Bros. Chili scorpion wings. There's the frickin' pub, the Squire. And a Black Angus steakhouse across the street. I have never tried there. So I don't think it'll take too long to get to Royal York Station. Should be less than 15 minutes from here. There's a healthy amount of pubs on this side of the street. The Bull. There's a Bell Communications building. And they were in my apartment unit earlier today installing their fiber optic network. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. And I don't think the camera can pick it up, but off in the distance, there's an eastbound subway train. And this is Gardenvale Road. And that is Tom Riley Park just in that direction. And I think the Mimico Creek runs through there. I had planned to walk south through there on my live stream and then from here walk back over to Islington. But as soon as I went down near the creek, I started to have connection issues. It's Harry's Steakhouse. So I'm entering the Kingsway neighborhood. There's the bridge over there, where you'll occasionally see the subway train rolling across. There's a look down at the creek. Or it's Music Academy. And I think it's safe to say the after-school crowd is out. And this is Montgomery Road up ahead. And the old Montgomery's Tavern is to the north of here. Well, northwest of here at Islington and Dundas. All right, maybe I'll cross over to the north side of Bloor Street here.
Yeah, I know.
So you could keep heading east here and head all the way into downtown, or at least along the north stretch of downtown. And then at the Don River, Bloor Street turns into Danforth Avenue. And that'll run all the way into Scarborough. Kingsway Fish and Chips. The Kingsway Boxing Club. There's Our Lady of Sorrows Roman Catholic Church. And the old Kingsway Cinema is just up here on the left. Can't see their marquee. Matrix Resurrections, the French Dispatch, and Will Smith is King Richard. And this is Royal York Road up ahead here, so we'll be saying goodbye to the Kingsway neighborhood as I dip into the station. I did start a walk from here that went east along Bloor Street not too long ago, I think about a month ago. Although that was a much colder day and there were a lot less people out. That was before all the capacity limits and the vaccine mandate was lifted. All right, let me get my mask back on. There's the 48 Rathburn bus. And the Royal York that will be heading southbound to Lakeshore. And the residential neighborhood here is rather affluent. There's a lot of nice homes. And this station opened when Islington did back in the late 60s. And it also serves Line 2, of course. So it is the third last station on Line 2, or at least westbound, or it is 3 stops from the western terminus. There we go. And here we go. Fairly busy platform. So I hope you enjoyed this tour of Islington subway station, and walk east along Bloor Street.
Go ahead.
Let me know your thoughts and comments down below, and if you wish to support the channel, there's links to Patreon and YouTube channel membership in the description. And I have an Instagram account, at Johnny Strides. All right. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.